Hey, it's Monday. You know, I anticipated this day for a long time. I never expected that I would be as anxious or concerned or even, I'd say, discombobulated today. Um, whew. You know, I've anticipated our members coming back and starting. We've had a nice start to the day. It's been a little hectic. Challenges come up, and you wonder what the heck you're going to do and how you're going to keep everybody safe. You realize late yesterday that all your supplies you wanted to make your members safe is not there, but I have 4 extra staff members on just for cleaning at this time. So we're gonna get through it, but it sort of changed my perception of how I was going to approach today from the standpoint of talking to you guys today. I'm going to talk about peace. How do you find that peace in this sea of anxiety that goes on around us? Such polarity with people going like, oh no, they shouldn't be opening. And people go, please open. Let's have a demonstration to open. Peace carries with this idea of unity, completeness, being at ease, rest, security. As I got frustrated today, my Jewish members that came in, I greeted them with shalom. It's my Arabic member, I greeted with salam. So it's the same thing. Means peace. Not that far apart, even though sometimes we're so far apart in what we do and the way we are. And I think when trouble hits us, we naturally want to focus on the negative, right? When suffering comes, all we can think about is the pain of that situation. And you have to realize it takes a deliberate act of will to turn away from the problem and focus on the solution and focus on peace. We've talked a lot about the book As a Man Thinketh in the 55-day program. And James Allen said in The Man Thinketh, he says, a person buffeted by circumstances as long as he believes himself to be a creature of outside conditions. One of our society's greatest problems, I think, is that this activism towards being a victimism. It goes exactly with what Phil said at the very start of this. Is many of us accept labels. I'm a diabetic, I'm this, I'm that. And we accept those labels and we let those drive our life. I think when we accept that we're a victim of outside circumstances and we don't control them, then we have no power. And the longer we allow ourselves to think of ourselves as victim or to think of ourselves as helpless, then we've given away our power. And that further away we get that, the more helpless we feel. Good morning, Peter. Good to see you on with us today. I put a quote. Early this morning, I got up and this anxiety sort of hit me. I started to grab a little thing. And I said, and I grabbed one of James Allen's other books that was called Above Life's Turmoil. Listen to this statement he says. He says, you imagine your circumstances as being separate from yourself, but they are intimately related to your thought world, that world of thoughts that you have every day that you go through. To get control of our situation, we must have the knowledge that we accept responsibility. In the 55-day program, it has been about giving you tools, giving you motivation, and working with you to get you to really understand that you can take responsibility and you can change. Change the thought process, change the habits of exercise and that. And I hope that you've taken advantage of that. Taking responsibility of being where we're at, that's the hardest part of it, because in this victim situation, we have pride. We can have an excuse for why we're overweight or why we don't have energy or why we don't take time to rest. Again, when we accept that and we say it's not our fault because of that pride, what we do is we give our power away. So to take responsibility, we have to take control of our thoughts. And it's hard, but it's like changing a habit, right? Some of us have gone into, I've heard it takes 5 days to change a habit. It takes, you can change a habit in 21 days. I think the most popular number I've heard is 21 days to change a habit and set a new lifestyle course. But the reality is when we begin to change that habit, we're creating a new neural pathway. We're creating a new way of doing things. And it comes from what we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. Our thoughts, our actions, and the outcomes we desire. If you haven't listened to that, go back to 2 weeks. And by the way, let's remember there is a webinar tonight at 7 p.m. with Phil as we delve deeper into the part of the nutrition program that balances your hormones, gets your energy level, gets the brain fog out of you, and really helps from the standpoint of anti-aging. Closing thoughts to this topic of peace and finding peace are this. One of my favorite authors when I was younger was Emmett Fox. I pulled a quote from one of his books. You are not happy because you are well. You are well because you are happy. You are not depressed because trouble has come to you, but trouble has come to you because you are depressed. Les Brown says we have to understand that misery is either at your house today, just left your house, or on its way to your house. And accepting that, we know that we're going to have to stand up and fight for who we are and be who we are and work through the process. Again, I go back to we have like less than 20 days left in our 55-day program. You know, I keep thinking, I'm like, wow, it seems like yesterday I did the first one of these Tasso Talks in the morning. And I'm so thankful that all of you have joined us. I'm thankful that you give me the time to share thoughts with you this morning and every day. But I want to drive home one of the biggest themes of this program. You can change your thoughts and feelings, which will in turn change the outer things that come to you. There is no other way to work on this but a change of mindset in the action we take. So have faith in this. Think good thoughts. You should have made by now your circle of discontent. What you don't want in that circle of discontent, you want to drive yourself to go and make sure that you begin to change what comes to you in this universe. So faith in who you are and what you can do. Good thoughts. Action. Outcomes. And peace will come to you. Think about that. I hope you have a magnificent Monday. I know that talking to you about this part of finding peace has greatly helped me today to understand what I'm going to endure and go through. I'm excited to see my members coming back. They're excited to come back, and we have the reality. We know there's a certain part of them that are excited to come back today. There's a large number of them are going to say, hey, let me see how this is working out. And then there's a number that's saying, I want to go and see if this stuff about a second wave and all that, how it's going to affect me, and they want to wait. We do know this, that our eating habits, our exercise habits, our thought process, our mindset, our spiritual strength is going to lead to our cellular health being better and our immune system being better. And whatever's out there, we'll weather that storm together and find peace. Magnificent Monday. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.